and I would like quiz him when we were watching games. I'd be like, Dad, okay, number 7, where did he go to college? And he'd be like, boom. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I guess it's your job, but.
Well, no, but the other day I was watching one of the old Duke Carolina games and Megan walks in and Luke Kennard was at the foul line. She just goes, oh, there's Luke Kennard. And
well, it's because he was in college when I was in college. So
exactly.
I know who that is.
I got you. All right.
That's pretty cool though. I do like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep.
I love identifying some old school players.
I know. I always thought it'd be fun to have a game where, it's a picture of an athlete and you have to identify who they are just by looking at their face. I think I'd be okay with that. Thanks to you, Dad.
Yo, we went to a Carolina game a couple weeks ago, a basketball game, we took Sally and Walter, and they had this thing where they showed it was a dental office that's sponsoring, and they showed just the smile of the player, not a current player, any player. And then they'll call on somebody from the audience and you have to guess who the player is.
How cute.
It was really cute. I mean, and of course they picked smiles that you recognize. I mean, it was so cute.
I'm sure Michael Jordan was one of them.
He was not when I was there, but I feel certain that he's in there. That's exactly right. Yeah. Yep. Well, guys, good morning. Good morning. Now that y'all are hopping on, just to give y'all a little background, y'all know that it is Super Bowl weekend. So Super Bowl Sunday is in just a couple of short days, immediately followed by Valentine's Day. But we know that what we want to focus on for right now is the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So I was talking to Meg and we were talking about the fact that at my house, especially if it's two teams that I don't necessarily know a whole lot about, the way that Chip, my husband, kind of gets me pumped about the games is to tell me a little bit about the teams, who they are, a little bit about the key players, that sort of thing. And it really gets me into the game. And so we happen to have a connection to the perfect person to fill you guys in and kind of share this. We thought if we were interested in it, maybe you guys would be too. So Meg, would you please introduce our special guest?
I would love to. Y'all, today, for the second time, I think it was over a year ago, you were on here last, Jeff. But
right,
today,
Megan.
Today we have Jeff Gravley here on Coffee with MC. He's a sports expert. He is a former sports broadcaster for 35 years, and now he works for the NC State Athletic Department as their director of content strategy. I can't pick favorites. I don't know if you have favorites, but I think this is my favorite guest we've had on Coffee with MC, mainly because he's my dad. So
Yay!
Welcome, Jeff. I'm going to call you Dad, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Great. So thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Jeff.
I'm honored to be your guest. And Megan, the only reason I am your favorite guest because the money still flows into your bank account.
That's a lie. That is a lie. Take it back. Take it back. Oh my God.
I love this.
It doesn't flow as freely now, but kind of trickles into the old bank account of Meg.
Can we edit this? Is this live? No, I'm just kidding.
Are we on now?
Well, Jeff, good morning. Thank you so
Morning.
much for being here. Thank you. And so I think, Jeff, can we just start like seriously, just assume that we're not even really sure who's playing. Who's playing in the Super Bowl on Sunday?
Well, actually, it is the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you really don't have a rooting interest to enjoy the Super Bowl. I mean, Mary Cheatham, a little birdie told me you actually got to see the Bengals and the Chiefs play in person.
I did. It was so fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All of these NFL playoff games have been down to the wire. The last 6 games have been down to the wire, either in overtime or decided by a field goal or a final play. It's just been phenomenal. By the way, Mary Cheatham, for the right price, you can still get a Super Bowl ticket if you want to go.
I mean, seriously, when we were there, had the Chiefs, when we were with major Chiefs fans, and they were talking it up. They were saying that, if the Chiefs had won, they were going to figure it out.
We could do a special Coffee with MC episode from the Super Bowl on Sunday.
From the Super Bowl, right. Yeah, right.
Although, Jeff, I have to tell you, I'm pretty committed to my snacks now that I'm having in front of my own TV on Sunday. So I'm going to be right here, and I'm going to be rooting for the teams based on the information that you share.
Well, for $3,000 or about $25,000, you can still get a ticket. Or you could just buy a big screen TV or redo your house and watch the Super Bowl.
There we go. There we go.
So if you look at these two teams, if you look at their Super Bowl history, the Rams have been in 4 Super Bowls, and they've won 1 when they were the St. Louis Rams. And so, it was one of those situations where the last 2 Super Bowls that the Rams were in, they lost to Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Okay.
So if you don't like Tom Brady or whatever, you may want to jump on the Rams bandwagon. The Bengals have been to the Super Bowl twice, but they've never won it. It was 1982 and 1989. Ooh. They lost both times to Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow.
So
Okay.
two really great quarterbacks have beaten these two teams twice in the Super Bowl. So
Okay.
you could go from that angle if you wanted to. Kind of like, do you want the Rams to win another one, or do you want the Bengals to win their first?
We love an
one.
underdog.
Okay.
Now, Dad, will you fill us in on the quarterback situation? I know we've got Matt Stafford on one side and we've got Joe Burrow on the other side. I know who I'm pulling for, but let us know.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to pull for the birthday boy, Matthew Stafford just had his 34th birthday this week.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The great thing about Stafford with the Rams is he was with the Lions for 12 years and never won a playoff game. He played in 3 playoff games and that was it. He was traded in the offseason. This is his first year with the LA Rams. The one thing he has not been able to do in his storied career is to win a playoff game, much less win a Super Bowl. So you've got that angle to look at. And then on the Bengals side, you've got the second-year kid out of LSU, Joe Burrow. And the thing I like about the Joe Burrow story, he's a great quarterback and he's really suave and he's got all these clothes that he likes to wear and his fancy sunglasses and his cigar after a win. But here's the story of Joe Burrow. He's an Ohio kid, grew up in Ohio, committed to play at Ohio State, went there, didn't get the starting job, transferred to LSU, goes to LSU, and in his 1 year as a starting quarterback, wins the Heisman and a national championship. He's the number 1 overall pick by his home state, Cincinnati Bengals. Goes to Cincinnati, tears his ACL last year in his first year, comes back this year after the ACL and leads them to the Super Bowl. So he's a great story as well. So either way, there's going to be a first-time Super Bowl winner when you're looking at the quarterbacks.
That's so cool. Okay, what's their age difference?
All right, so let's see.
I mean, roughly,
Stafford is 34 and
Joe's a year younger than me.
I think Burrow is like 24.
24?
24 or 25 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, because he got drafted 2 years ago.
That's right.
Okay, so that's a big, I mean, I always think that's interesting. I don't know. I just think that's so interesting too to think about.
Well, you got to look at the quarterbacks because it's the most important position in football, whether it's pros, college, high school, or Pee Wee. It's the most important position.
Okay.
So we've got, the team history. We've got the quarterback rundown. What's next, Dad, in terms of non-stats, nitty-gritty stuff? What are some other stories for both teams?
Some people will look at this game and go, do I like the city of Los Angeles or Cincinnati better? And they may take a geographical preference. Or they may go, well, what's the uniform colors? With the Rams, you got this beautiful royal blue combined with the yellow. And then with the Bengals, you've got the black and the orange. Both are represented by animals, Rams and Bengals, and that doesn't happen very often in the Super Bowl. So you may look at geographics and you may look at mascot and or uniform color. There have been people that win a lot of money based on uniform color.
Interesting.
I'm going to
that
take them
is
because
so
I like their
something
uniform.
I would never have thought of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I like
so cool.
the combination of the Rams uniforms, to be honest with you. That's pretty slick. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about them. I just like the little horns on their helmets.
Exactly. Yes. And back in the old days when they were the Los Angeles Rams, the yellow part was white. So it was the white and the blue. But now that, they've got the royal blue and the yellow, that really pops.
It's little facts.
That's so good.
How do you know this?
That's so good.
I think another thing you can look at too is we're in a state that produces a lot of NFL players via colleges.
Sure.
So are there any of our universities or colleges in the state of North Carolina that these teams have on their squad? And for the Rams, there's only one.
Okay.
And he's from Wake Forest. He's a backup quarterback, John Walford.
Okay.
So he's the only one. If you look at Cincinnati, you have Deontay Smith, a rookie out of East Carolina, who's a defensive lineman. I don't know that he'll dress or play, but he is going. You got a defensive back out of Wake Forest, Jesse Bates, who is a starter for the Bengals. And you have 2 NC State players playing on the Bengals. BJ Hill, a defensive lineman, and Jermaine Pratt, a linebacker. Both are starters. As a matter of fact, BJ had an interception 2 games ago. And so he's had a big playoff series. So if you're going to locals, then you got to go with the Bengals because they have 4-1 over the Rams as far as number of local college kids that are playing in the Super Bowl. And by the way,
That's so cool.
BJ Hill is from Oakboro too. So another down East guy.
There
Okay.
we go.
Yep.
Man. Okay. And what about Jeff? Is there anything like about the teams overall or anything, anything else that you think we ought to consider that has to do with who they are as an organization or who any of their key players are as people?
Well, I like the angle of the coaches too. I mean, the interesting thing about the coaches is Sean McVay and Zach Taylor, both are under 40. It's the first time a Super Bowl has ever had two coaches under the age of 40.
Wow.
First time
Wow.
in
Yeah.
55 Super Bowls, now 56. The other thing I like about the story angle of the coaches is they used to work together. 2 years ago, they were on the same staff in Los Angeles. Before that, they were on the same staff in Washington as assistant coaches.
Huh.
So these are really good friends, head coaches
Wow.
going against each other with an opportunity to win their first Super Bowl. Now, being their really good friends, they're going to love the fact that their team won the Super Bowl. But I guarantee you another part of them later on that night or the next morning, they're going to give their friend a call and congratulate them on a great season. And hey, sorry I had to come against you, but hey, we wanted to win a Super Bowl. So I like that coaching angle as well. Split either way. You can take whichever one you like. Both are under 40.
Oh, that's so fun. It makes you
Man.
feel good. You're like, oh, it's just two friends competing just for
Two
a little
friends.
ring.
Just a little ring,
Yeah,
and
there
you
you
know what?
go.
It's like siblings. They want to beat each other more than anything else. So I think it would be that situation too. But a lot of respect between the coaches, which is pretty neat.
I love that. That's really awesome. Now, Dad, Jeff, if you will.
If you will.
So if we take the game out and like we're at a Super Bowl party together and we want to, spice it up a little bit. Are there any bets or non-monetary bets, just,
Right.
this or that bets? What would you suggest to look at, be it commercials, be it, coin toss, national anthem, things like that? Will you give us some
They're called prop bets.
prop
And
bets?
it's not based on the outcome of a game. It's a lot like little games within the game. So if you're watching with your family or you're there with a Super Bowl party, come up with a list of maybe 5 things and just have a little, it can be a fun bet or you can put $1 in or whatever you want to do. But some of the ones that you hear quite often, how long will the national anthem take to be sung?
Okay.
Ooh.
Under or over 95 seconds. So you
Okay.
put it at 95 seconds. That's kind of a good thing
Benchmark.
to aim for.
Yeah.
So under or over. Here's a stat for you. Okay. It's been over 95 seconds in 13 of the last 15 Super Bowls. So you know how those things kind of tend to drag on a
They
little
do.
bit?
It's the falsetto. That's exactly
Mhm.
right. It's the pomp and
If
circumstance.
you're going a
around it, yeah.
prop bet or if you're betting with your buddies under or over 95 seconds, I would take the over.
Okay.
Here's
great.
another one.
Okay.
Will the coin toss be heads or tails to begin the game?
Okay.
So in 55 Super Bowls, 29 times it's been heads, 29 times it's been tails, 26 times it's been heads.
Ooh,
that's
that's
close.
nice.
Now
Yeah.
here's another little fact for you. The loser of the coin toss has won the last 7 Super Bowls.
Oh,
So even though you lose the
Oh,
coin toss
wow.
in the last
That's
7,
Interesting.
so you go with something like that.
Okay.
You go with something like which team will score first?
okay.
Okay.
And how will they score? Will it be a touchdown? Will
Right.
it be a
Field
field goal? Will it be something else like a defensive touchdown or a safety? So you could do something like that. Then you go look at the quarterbacks. You could say which one's going to pass for more yards.
Mhm.
That's a football stat, but also too, you can kind of sit there and watch them and keep up with it on your phone or wherever to see how many yards. And then you could go with something as simple as when the coach gets dumped at the end of the game with the Gatorade, what color is the Gatorade?
I love that one.
And that's a hard one because sometimes
It's either going to be blue or orange.
well, no, you would think, but one year I was doing something like this and it was clear. I'm like, is that even Gatorade or is it
That's
just
lame.
water? I don't know. Okay,
Mm.
finally, who wins the MVP? So if you're going to pick a position of the 55 Super Bowls, 31 times a quarterback has been the MVP. So you might want to go with either Stafford or Burrow
Okay.
to win the MVP if you're going to do something like that. So those are just a few things that we can look at, but also too, part of the entertainment, you mentioned the commercials. And
That's
you know,
what Mom
Mary
likes.
Cheatham You could have bought a Mary Cheatham King real estate ad for the Super Bowl. A 30-second ad would only cost you about $6 or $7 million.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect.
You know, just
Talk about
right in your
ROI.
wheelhouse. You could have done that.
Perfect. That's exact ROI. That's exactly right. I'm so excited about the halftime show. I will tell you that.
Ooh, yes. Okay. So Mickey Guyton is singing the national anthem, but if you look at the halftime show, and this is some artists do not want to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show because you almost can't win for losing.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
But here
Hard
you
to
go.
live
This year it is.
good.
And I'm going to read them all. Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and Snoop Dogg. Are you kidding me?
I'm so excited.
43 Grammys among those.
I'm
That
so
are going to
excited.
perform at halftime. And I hope at some point they're all on the stage at the same time. That will
Oh,
just
don't
be
you know they will?
mind blowing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
will be awesome to see.
Dad,
I
can
love
you sing?
music. So you can bet I'll be turning up the
Dancing.
old
Dancing at the halftime show.
Well, Dad can actually
Soundbar.
sing. Yeah.
no.
Surprise everyone. He can. He won't let anyone
so
know.
that this
I
is going to be
know.
our next time we have you, Jeff,
Right?
singing.
Round 3 is going to be a concert from Jeff Gravley.
No, it will not.
So
Oh,
I think that would be so amazing. You guys, I'm going to do something that has not been done on Coffee with MC. I'm going to scoot out and scoot right back in because I just realized I am not wearing the thing that I was supposed to wear today. And I have to show
Oh my
everybody.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Just wait.
I thought
This
she
is
was going to the
be-
restroom.
No, she's not. This is going to be very worth it. I actually got it for her for Christmas.
Okay.
So Dad, is there anything, this is so fun, just father-daughter time. Is there anything else non-game wise or any other fun facts? Is there anything that you're looking forward to about Sunday?
You know what I really like? I love the pregame of the
so
Super Bowl too.
Jeff,
Uh-oh,
this is
what
what
is it?
Meg gave me for Christmas. And it was my intention. Is there anything better for the Super Bowl? And it's so true. But I mean,
It
I
is.
loved this sweatshirt and I fully intended to wear it this morning. But thank heavens, since I work from home, I was able to just run into my closet and put it on.
See, that's a great way to close out the segment is you come in with the great reveal of the sweatshirt and you got to wear that Sunday.
How? Oh, I'm
You must.
absolutely going to. I might wear it
I
from
just
now
did.
until Sunday, Jeff. I don't know.
Now I wish I bought myself one.
I know it's so good. It's so
That's
good. Okay, I'm
awesome.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. I just wanted to make sure that y'all could
I know we
see.
were,
This is my Super
No,
Bowl
we were just
outfit.
talking about some other thing. I love the pregame part of the Super Bowl.
yeah.
I'll have the TV on all day. I mean, I think the pregame show started just a few minutes ago and will go through Sunday.
Right,
Sure.
right.
Sure.
I say that jokingly, but I do enjoy the pregame because you really see some really interesting features. You see some great interviews and you get some great perspective too. So I enjoy the pregame as much as I do the game.
That's awesome.
I think this is so good. Well, how about can we just mix it up today as we're wrapping up? Instead of asking what's saving your life, can everybody just say what your favorite Super Bowl snack is?
Yes.
Snack or
Yeah.
food?
Oh gosh.
Okay. Well, so are you
Okay.
thinking like a Super Bowl meal, Jeff? Is that more
And
what
it
you're
doesn't
thinking?
really have to be a meal. So what is your go-to Super Bowl meal then?
Well, I mean, I definitely think nachos, pizza is always such a good one. And the real deal is the sausage and Rotel and Belvita cheese dip. I mean,
Oh, yum.
and what I want to say to you guys is it's all in the delivery system. And the thing people get wrong is that they do it with the kind of a weak, like an anemic chip, and you can't. It has to be Fritos or just don't even do it. It's
Oh,
the Fritos
absolutely. Yeah,
because they're thick enough to stand up to the dip.
that's right.
Okay. That's
All
my
right, Meg, what's yours?
I think I have to go with a buffalo chicken dip. And I found a way
Oh.
to healthify it. I'm not kidding. And it tastes the same. It's delicious. Stop laughing, Dad.
What's the hack? Just tell us.
I can't
Oh,
reveal my
Jeff.
secret.
What?
I can't reveal my
Okay,
secret. No,
we'll get it out of
I'll post the recipe in the
Okay, good.
comments.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
post the recipe in the
Okay,
comments.
that is so good.
It's
Do you do
delicious.
celery and chips?
I do.
Okay.
But I love it with celery.
Yeah.
I
okay.
always, and I've already requested Crockpot Chili.
You love Crockpot Chili. Is Mom
Got
making it?
And I told Mary, I said, Megan's mom,
Gravely.
my wife, I said, we're not doing turkey chili this time. We're going meat
Real
Crockpot chili with a little kielbasa in there, this, that, and the other. And I have to have me a small or a large bowl of pistachios to go
Yes.
through.
That's
So-
your
Oh, that's
that's your
good.
thing.
Okay, my
Those-
two questions are: when you do this pistachios, are they shelled or unshelled?
Shelled.
Yes.
Shelled. Okay, so you can just pop them. So you don't peel the shells off. They come already shelled.
Oh, no. He peels
No,
the shells.
Okay,
I peel the
because
shell
that's
off.
part of the fun. It's a fidget. There's a fidget factor.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, some people crack them in their mouth. I crack
Yeah.
them in my hands.
No, me same. Okay, and then what are the toppings that you're going to put on your chili?
Gotta have some cheese. I'm not a big sour cream fan, but Mary will have some available, but I'll make sure there's enough cheese on top of my
Okay, so
chili.
you're just straight cheese. Nothing, you don't get too, yeah.
No.
Simple
It's a
guy.
classic. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I feel very, very pumped about this game. I'm not kidding. I'm
too.
very excited. And honestly, I would have forgotten about the pregame stuff. What I hear you
Yes.
saying is that we can have a Bloody Mary at like noon because that's when that will start. That's really the way I'm processing.
Yeah, you
it.
can't start too early though, because you got to make it through halftime. And for me, you got to make it till the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
really just probably the end of halftime.
Oh,
Exactly.
come on. Well, it's going to be a halftime that'll wake everybody up.
That's
So I'm
right. You're
looking
right. So
forward to
we'll
that.
see.
Absolutely.
We'll report back. We'll report back.
Well, Dad, thank you for being with us. I think one of the coolest things that I've learned from you is just how the stories behind the teams and the players can really outweigh any, biases or anything like that. I pull for the people instead of the teams now, thanks to you. So I think this was a great, little fun fact session.
I do too.
For
I
us
feel-
to all
yeah.
be equipped at our Super Bowl.
I just feel way more invested now. So
Same.
thank you.
Well, did what I could. I'm excited about it. I can't wait for Sunday and click it on about noon and then let it roll until midnight.
Exactly right. And we just hope both teams have fun, Jeff.
You have closed this out the right way.
Exactly right.
Have
Thank
a
you.
good weekend, Dad. I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jeff.
See you, ladies.
Bye.